Hello, y'all. Happy Monday. Came back with some Mica Miller just so I can give people a rundown of everything that's been, where we are kind of from here. Beautiful soul, rest in peace. We're trying to seek some justice for you. We know JP Miller is behind all this. I found an article that kind of summed it up good. If anybody didn't follow back in the April time span when this was like crazy. Unfortunately, a lot of his sermons are gone because he removed his YouTube platform. However, there are key clips I suggest going down a rabbit hole. I have somebody that I followed from the very beginning that had covered it beautifully, but I did find this article and I wanted to share. Now, I like this article a lot because it has a pretty good high-level overview of what's been going on thus far. But this was interesting. Shout outs to T because she did bring this forward and I dug a little deeper on it. So they're changing over. Solid Rock is what JP Miller has been running this cult. I mean, call it what you want, but that's what it is. Now, as you see below, it's like he's starting a new ministry and changing the name. So it's been 6 months since Mica has passed. And JP is the pastor and founder of the Solid Rock Ministries of Myrtle Beach. But wait. So to recap this far, Mica was found with a pew wound to the head at 4:23 p.m. on April 27th of 2024. So they found her inside of a swampy area, which was weird that there was a witness, like I stated. Just everything was just weird about the situation. Y'all got to go down the rabbit hole. Let me know in the comments section if you want the person that I followed from the beginning that has it laid out so kindly. But I'm telling you, the more you look in this case too, you're like, what? But it was ruled, as you could already see here, by North Carolina. Investigators and medical examiners, the bizarre manner in which her husband announced her passing, and I already posted that in that last video. Subsequent allegations of harassment and abuse leveled against him in multiple court filings raised doubts and put Miller squarely in the public crosshairs. So protesters also started gathering. So every Sunday, there's always somebody out there protesting, trying to, enforce DV laws, which I've been preaching that for the longest now, that we don't have enough for DV. We don't do enough to help people. Here's a prime example. I believe Mica's passing started a fire in people who heard her story, connected in one way or another, and wanted to see justice. So 6 months in, fire's still burning strong, and people are still protesting, still trying to find out what happened and hold this guy accountable for his wrongdoings. Protesters had started seeing like signs changing and things going weird at the church. And then we see this on October 17th. He submitted paperwork and he's changing it to Living Water Church at Market Common. So why are you rebranding? Is it because there's too much heat on his? Is it because he's trying to move his cult to something different because it ain't adding up? There's a lot of things and speculation at this point. I'll let you guys determine that one. Hopefully more to come. But they did file with the Secretary of State. So if dissolved, his assets would go to St. Delight Pentecostal Church. No new board members. So he's not switching over. It sounds like he's just trying to change the name and rebrand. This is what I love the most about this article is they dropped these filings from the Secretary of State. So as you can see, it was filed up here 10/23 of 2024, and for Myrtle Beach, and you can see it is for the Solid Rock Ministries. But as you can see in the nonprofit domestic filings up here, you see the whole breakdown and what he's trying to religious corporation. And they already have members, so you're already solid with your cult. Then right here, the name Living Water Church. So same signatures, everything. It looks like he's just trying to make a name change. And there's Mr. JP Miller's signature on 10/17. So what are you trying to do here, Buckaroni? Why you not like step down? Because obviously you got a lot of things you got to answer for right now, and that's why the Fed swept in. So I can't wait to see what transpires against JP, because even Mica had said that she knew his ins and outs. She knew the illegal activities he was partaking in, and I feel that's why she's no longer here, because when she tried to separate from JP, she got too much information, and he ain't letting her go anywhere. He had control of her the full time, groomed her, had control of everything she did and said, and she was just a beautiful person trapped. And this is why I preach on DV and how hard it is to get out, especially if you're being groomed and your family brought you into this situation. I feel really bad for her, and I definitely want to dig so far into this now that there's more opening, because it kind of just led us into a dead road, and now we actually have more to dig into and learn about, and hopefully see some justice for Mica. Well, I hope you guys have a good rest of your day. Let me know what you think in the comments.